Hi everybody, welcome back to Stress Less and Move More. I'm Sarah Harris. So if you're not getting outside right now and you're not moving around much, what I wanted to offer you today was a very brief workout to get you going. So we're going to focus on breathing, mobility, and also some strength exercises too in a very, very short time. Honestly, you don't need much to have all the benefits of your mental health, your physical health, and just feeling good again. If you're not being able to get outside right now because there's too many people on the street, I highly suggest that you do something like this or any of the other videos I've done in the past series of Stress Less, Move More. So anyway, I hope you can get up and join me, and let's get started. So what I'd like to start with always, first and foremost, is breathing. So breathing to me is foundational not only to our well-being, but it is also very foundational to exercise. If we don't breathe deeply, we don't get the inner core muscles moving very well. So when I talk, sometimes I'm all up in here and I'm not breathing deeply. So we're going to start with a good 30 seconds of breath work. We're going to move into a little bit of a warm-up to get the blood flowing. Then I'm going to move into mobility exercise for the lower body. So in particular, your ankle and your hip. And then we're going to do a split squat and also a core activation exercise. So I'm hoping to get this all wrapped up in 5 minutes for you. So let's just start. I'm going to get you guys to sit on with your feet flat on the floor. Okay? And you're going to sit on your seat bones. So we shouldn't be slumped over when we're breathing. We want to have that proper alignment of our pelvis and a slight anterior pelvic tilt, and our thorax nicely over top of our hips, and a nice long spine. So now what I'd like you to do is you're going to take 10 big deep breaths, targeting your pelvis, waist, and rib cage. So let's do that together. Deep breath in. Exhale slowly out. Inhale down into the pelvis. Feeling the seat bones go wide, and you can always use your hands to feel. Exhale slowly. Inhale again into the pelvis. Exhale slowly. Inhale now into the waist. So you're still breathing into the pelvis, but also into the waist. So feeling the belly button and the waist expand. Exhaling slowly. Maybe feeling like you're getting a little taller in the back of your body. And everything starts to soften a little bit. Just nice deep breaths. Now I'm going to get you to shift into your rib cage. So we want to feel those ribs expand out and front and back. Exhale. And this is where we generally can get pretty stuck. So if you need to, you can feel either your bra strap or just placing your hands on your ribs to breathe deeply. You might even feel areas where you may be feeling stuck. So just to remember that, and those are the areas that you want to focus on and breathe more into. So next exercise, we're going to focus on a calf stretch. So you can use a wall or you can use a chair, but you're going to take one leg forward, one leg back, and we're just going to move the heels up and down. So I just want you to feel like the back of your heel, this back ankle is getting some nice movement and flexion. We can get pretty stuck here, and that can be not helpful when we're trying to squat, lunge, bend, any of those exercises. So mobility is key to warm up for sure. Now we're going to hold it. So you're going to push down through the heel. Again, we're thinking about that canister and that you're back in the hips. Nice full breaths. We're going to hold for another 2 breaths. And I really want you to try and be mindful of your movements now too. So we're not just doing exercises, we're actually feeling what we're feeling. So if you need to go deeper into this stretch, you can push the knee forward, but keep that back heel down on the floor. Good, now let's switch. Right leg forward, left leg back, same thing. Nice tall spine, breathing is deep. Inhale as you lift up the back heel. Exhale as you drop down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, one more time. And then we're going to plant it again, and we're just going to hold that stretch, trying to lunge forward a bit in the front knee and back through that back heel. Breathing deeply. With stretching, you want to hold anywhere from 30 seconds to about a minute. Sometimes I'll just do 30 seconds and then switch sides and do another 30 seconds. So you just want to start to feel like you're getting more mobility in the joints. If we don't have mobility, we don't, as I said, move very well. So stretching is imperative before you start training. Well, imperative to where you feel the tightness, so everybody's different. One more stretch, but in between, I thought we'd go back to that exercise I mentioned before, the Zen Swing. And I thought this is a great sort of exercise that you can do at any point of the day. I do this when I've been sitting at my computer, which I've been doing a lot of lately. I get up at least every 30 minutes, and I just do a minute of the Zen Swing. So again, this came from Paul Chek at the Chek Institute. The breathing came from Evan Osser. And basically what we want to think about is the breathing again, in through the nose, exhale through the mouth, or through the nose. Okay, and as you're doing this, you're feeling like you're moving from the hips. The whole sort of canister is moving. You're not just moving your arms, you're not just moving your rib cage. The whole hip is kind of moving in towards the opposite, or the hip is kind of turning like internally towards the other leg. We're going to go another 10 seconds. Just thinking about that nice long spine, those nice big deep breaths. Really good to get the spine sort of more mobile. It's just such a great exercise. Everything starts moving now. You can start to probably feel now the heat of the body coming on. Next one we're going to do. So we've stretched out the ankles. We've kind of got the rib cage moving a little bit. That tends to get stuck when we breathe, when we don't breathe very well. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into something called waiter's bow. Why I like this exercise, and I always get my clients to try and feel where their hips are, is it gets you to hinge from your hips. Most people tend to hinge from their back. We want to keep that nice long canister and nice long breath. And then what you're going to do is you're going to feel, and I like using the wall because you can actually feel your hips move up the wall. You're going to feel your hips go wide up the wall as you reach the head and neck long, and your toes reaching forward. And then slowly exhale as you come back, sort of sliding the hips down the wall. Inhale, you can feel your hips go up the wall or the seat bones. Exhale, and you shouldn't feel anything in your low back here, because if we're maintaining that breath and we're maintaining the canister, we're really starting to feel like we're moving from the hips. And then I take the arms out like a waiter, and I just, once I get that feeling in the hips, I like doing this because it kind of helps me keep my collarbones open. And exhale. So we're going to go one more time. So if you have any tightness in your hamstrings, you'll feel this, or in your glutes a little bit. So we want to just take note of what we're feeling as we're going through it. Now we're going to go into one of my favorite exercises, which is a simple split squat. Now again, if this causes any pain in the knees, stop immediately and come see me, because we can work on that. But basically what I'd like you to do is get a short sort of stance away from your feet. You're going to think about your foot spreading out onto the floor. Then we're going to think, when we come down, I want you to drop down through both knees, but I want you to feel those seat bones go back, your rib cage go up, back of your neck, and we're going to hold there and breathe. Now, if you have that really well, then you can progress. Inhale, dropping down. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, dropping down. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, dropping down. We're going to do 10 on each side, or to where you start to lose form. So if we lose form, that's when we know the exercise is over. But you can see how I'm hinging from my hip, my ankle. I'm getting nice and tall in the spine. And I forgot where we're at in the counting, so I'm going to go 3 more, not my strong suit. Inhale. Exhale, pushing through the floor. And for ladies, sometimes we've got glute inhibition. Actually, a lot of people do. Make sure you push down into that foot and feel the back of the heel to really get that glute moving. 1 more. Good. We're going to step the feet together, and then we're going to go over to the other side. Right leg forward, left leg back. Nice tall spine. Deep breath in, sink down. Notice how it feels. Get the breathing. Nice wide foot on the floor. Inhale. And notice the breathing as you move through this. And if this doesn't feel good, you can always opt for a hip extension on the floor like I indicated in one of my videos last week. So anything that kind of gets you moving in a nice way. But a split squat is a great exercise for toning the glutes and legs. It's also very indicative of walking and running, so great for runners. And I love it. It builds up all the muscles, especially those glutes, which we seem to miss a lot because we sit a lot. We'll go 1 more, and then feet together. Last one is very simple horse stance. So you're going to come down on the floor, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and I'm just going to get you to do a cat-cow. So you're going to tuck all the way under first, and then inhale, let it all come out. So again, we can just do a few of these just to get that mobility of the spine and rib cage. Exhaling on the way up, angry cat. Inhaling, coming down. Exhale. Good. Now you want to go to neutral. So we don't want to see the bum tucked under. We want to see the seat bones sort of wide, just like we were doing. We're going to get that canister going again. So ribs down the front, up the back, and you can feel, the way I know I'm in the right position is when my hip bone and my ribs are in the same line. You don't want to be like a hammock, is what I call it, or like an angry cat. We want to have that nice neutral spine. Now, come into your breathing. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, gently draw the belly button in. Lengthen the back of the spine. And then we're going to take left leg back. See if you can hold it. And then right arm out. And we're going to hold here for 4 breaths. Inhale, get long. Exhale, get long through the back of the leg. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, 1 more, exhale. We're going to slowly come back down, reset, kind of move things around a little bit, and then push down into the floor, wide seat bones, nice long neck, ribs are down, nice and long like we've got a canister again. Take a deep breath in, gently draw the belly in, take the right leg back, left arm out, and then breathe. So you want to maintain a nice, even spine. So it stays like we have a small curve in our lower back, we have a small curve in our upper back and in our neck. So we have a nice neutral spine. It's never straight. 3 more breaths. Getting long through the body. Not up around the shoulders, but nice and long across the shoulders and neck. 1 more breath. And then gently coming back down. So there you have it. I hope that was about 5 minutes, probably a little longer. If you want, I am doing online one-on-one training sessions for my clients. If you're a new client, we'll have to wait until this is over because I would need to do an assessment. However, for all my other clients, please, if you'd like to, come join me. I do it here in the studio and I know your bodies, so I'd be more than happy to see you online. Have a great day, everyone.